Welcome to the woodshop stop. Today we're going to complete the storage cabinet build. Here you see me assembling the face frame. I like clamping the face frame or any pocket hole projects to the bench with my special hold downs, and I use clamps as well. You can see here. Here I'm drilling some more pocket holes in the cross member pieces. I like working with poplar. This is 3/4 poplar. I cut these strips into 2-inch strips, and this wood's easy to work with. It's easy to drill, and usually has a nice finish on it when you buy it from the lumber yard. And you can see I got that piece in there to fit. Oh, a little dance. Here I'm gluing the pieces into position. I'll tighten the clamps and add the screws. I don't want a lot of pressure on that clamp because I don't want to lose my dimension, but just enough to hold it in place. Now I'm going to glue and screw the face frame onto the bottom box, which is a cabinet, bottom cabinet of the storage cabinet. I have to line it up, and then I'll use a few brad nails to hold it in place once I get it lined up. And now that it's lined up, I'll just add the screws to secure it, as you can see here. I placed all the pocket holes in strategic locations so that they would not be noticeable, like the underside and the top, which is going to be covered. And here I'm actually filling some of the pocket holes with wooden dowels. And here's the top portion of the storage cabinet. Now I'm about to begin the process of making the doors. And here what you see is I've created a stop with these magnets. I have these powerful magnets. I picked these up somewhere. I'm not sure where, but they've been around the shop, and I use them for a bunch of different purposes every now and then. But here I'm cutting the tenons for the cabinet pieces, door pieces, that is, and seems to work good for that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and you like these type of videos, please consider subscribing or hit the like button or the bell notification to be notified when new videos come out. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate all my subscribers, and thanks again. I could have clamped a block of wood to the fence. I noticed that these magnets, they're not as powerful as I would like. They have the kinds with the switches on them, and I think that would be a better setup, because I noticed that I get a little movement from these magnets here. But as long as you put them back in place and you know what's going on, they seem to work okay. Now I'm putting the channel on the inside of the door frame pieces for those tenons to fit into. I have to cut one side and then flip it around and then cut the other side to get the right dimension and make sure the cut's on center. Now I'm cutting out the panel piece that slides into those channels as well. I believe this is 5mm paneling. I probably could have gone with a little bit heavier or a thicker paneling, but this seems to work pretty good. It had a really nice finish on it, so it should come out good once it's painted. And there you see I've pre-assembled one of the doors for sizing, and the size looks good. Now I'm just about ready to glue the pieces together. But before I do that, it's back to the base stand. I didn't do the pocket holes for this base for the lower section of the storage cabinet, and I need pocket holes in order to attach it to the bottom of the cabinet piece. So here I'm showing you drilling the pocket holes, but I have to put a space underneath the base so it raises it up a bit so I can slide the pocket hole jig underneath. Now I've got the doors glued, assembled and glued and clamped up and drying. And I've also done some filler work to take care of some of the voids and imperfections that might be in the door panels. Now I'm drilling the hinge pockets. I've laid everything out. You could see the pencil on the there. You can see the pencil on that piece there where I laid everything out according to the instructions that they give you with the hinges. And now I just have to drill out the holes, and now there's the two screw holes. And there's the test fit. We'll screw one in just to see how it sets up and how it works. And just use a piece of scrap wood to put it in place, and that seems to work out okay. So now I'll remove that. Now I can drill the rest. And give it a light sanding. And here's the bottom doors. Checking those for fit, and they work out fine. Here you can see I've put the first coat of primer on the cabinet. Here are the doors, they've been primered. And there's the top portion of the storage cabinet that's been primered as well. You put two coats of primer on there. Now that that's dry, I can install the doors and get them set in position so that they swing right and get the spacing that's necessary for them to open and close. And that's a good fit. The door closes like it should. Both doors are lined up. Success. As you can see, I've got the top added to the lower piece. It is red oak. Here I'm installing the doors to the top section of the storage cabinet. And it's the same process as the lower cabinet, except I start with the bottom instead of the top. But everything's pretty much the same. Here you can see I was adjusting the door just a bit because it was too close to the face frame. Here are the two pieces to the storage cabinet. I put them together just to get a visualization of how this would look all assembled. And I think it's looking pretty good so far. Now here is the storage cabinet all completed. I've installed the knobs for the pulls and I've drilled a hole in the back panel. The back panels are on, of course. There you can see the pulls and the back panel through the front there. Those are the screws to hold down the top section to the lower section with those L brackets. And this is the lower section here. You can see the back panels installed on that as well. Now granted, this is just primed. The client wanted to have their painter paint it to match their kitchen, so I just primed it so it would look somewhat finished. And here you have it, all complete. Thanks for watching.